All right, guys, how's it going? So today we are working on a survey funnel, and actually I'm recording this after the fact, obviously, because it's a voiceover. But as you can see, I've been using a tool called Typeform, and really enjoying using this tool to create very interesting funnels. And basically, the idea here is we're going to put together some questions for people who attend this specific webinar but don't make it or who make it actually to the point of the call to action, so they know about the product but they're actually they didn't buy. So for some reason they made it all the way to the end of the webinar but they didn't buy. And there's plenty of reasons why people wouldn't buy. Maybe they're just wasn't in the budget right now. Maybe it didn't seem like a perfect fit, or maybe they just had questions that weren't answered about the product. So one easy and powerful way to address this is to create a survey. And Typeform is the tool that I use to create these. And basically, the survey accomplishes two main things. One, obviously it collects information so we can get good feedback from people on the training itself, but also it works as a sales tool as well. So if we can find that somebody was interested in the product but didn't buy because they didn't know if they could get started because they were outside the United States, for example, then we can ask them or have them say, basically, sorry, we can ask them, do they have any specific questions about the program? And if they select that question, basically, can I get started if I'm not in the United States? Or, what if I'm not skilled enough? Or what if I don't like to talk to people on the phone? And when they select that, we can actually give them answers. So we can address their concerns with those specific questions. And the way we do that is actually send them an email based on their response and make it very personalized. I won't go into all the technical details of how exactly we did that, but needless to say, it's very, very powerful when you can create content that's very specific towards people's responses. And nice thing is that Typeform actually integrates directly with ActiveCampaign, and we can sync people that we send to this survey with their profile or their set of data on ActiveCampaign and create a good database of information for us to refer to later, and also send them very specific type of marketing information based on their responses. Now, one key thing to do here is give them an incentive to actually opt in. And what I've done is put together some basic assumptions based on what they select on some of these answers. So I actually asked them if they consider themselves introverted or extroverted. And I can create kind of a business profile. It's pretty general, but for people who are introverted, the way that they run their business is going to be different than the way that an extroverted person would. And I can give them some advice based on just that specific answer. And we also ask a lot of different questions that I can infer different things about them from, especially when it comes to age and education level and income level, where they should be right now. So this is kind of a new thing we're trying. I'll report back on the results, but so far, got all the tech sorted out. And you can see in Workflowy here, I'm actually mapping out the survey before I go in and set it all up in Typeform. But it's to be honest, pretty complicated, pretty technical. But something, if you don't have to make it as crazy complicated as this, but if it's something you're interested in using in your business, you could always look at sending a survey. I know it's very effective. I've done it in the past, not to this extent, but this funnel's pretty fleshed out. It's got a lot of different pieces. So anything we can add to help with the conversions, we know the product's really great. It's incredible the results people are getting already. So I want to be able to collect as much data as possible so that we can actually keep growing this product and getting more people involved. So anyhow, that's what we worked on yesterday. It was quite a challenge to get that all set up, but it's turned out pretty awesome. And besides that, basically just focused on a few cleanup tasks, just emailing people, following up with a few things, and it's a pretty good day overall. So check out Typeform. Give it a go in your own business. It's a great way to follow up with people who you know are interested, but didn't take action and find out exactly